In trigonometry, we essentially study two types of trigonometry. We have right triangle trigonometry, which we've already worked with, and then we have something called circular trigonometry. All right, so we have right triangle and circular trigonometry. Okay, now in circular trigonometry, we can represent the same angle with infinitely many angles. Okay? So two angles with the same initial ray and terminal ray are called coterminal angles. Let's write that out. Two angles with the same initial ray and terminal ray are coterminal angles. Okay. So there's a new vocabulary right there, coterminal angles. So let's look at an example of what we mean by that. So I already chose 45 degrees, so let's keep that going here. Big circle here. We'll put the vertex at the origin. And this is 45 degrees. So we start off with 45 degrees as we had up here. But in circular trigonometry, now in right triangle trigonometry, that's pretty much it. And in right triangle trigonometry, we only work with angles between 0 and 90 degrees. But in circular trigonometry, we can expand that a lot more. Actually, that's not true. In right triangle trigonometry, we do get up to 180, but that's about it. But in circular trigonometry, we can start at the terminal, the initial ray. We can go up to 45 degrees, but keep on going around the circle back to the initial ray, and then end up at our terminal ray. Now, because there's 360 degrees in a circle, we can say that 45 degrees plus 360 degrees, what is that? 405 degrees. So this means that 45 degrees and 360 degrees are coterminal angles. Now they're not the same angle, because to go from here to there in 45 degrees is just a little move, whereas going around to 400, this should be 405 degrees. Going around 405 degrees means you have to spin all the way around and then get to that 45 degrees. So they are different angles, however they are coterminal because when you're done you landed at the same spot. So we can keep this going. We could say, let's do another one. Actually, I can fit it in here. Let's say we have 45 degrees plus 2 times 360 degrees. Okay. So let's see, that's 720 plus 45, so that's 765 degrees. We can do the same thing again. We could say, put it on this new sheet here, 45 degrees plus 3 times 360 degrees. Okay, this one's getting a little too much. You guys probably know it. Let's see here. 360 times 3 is 1080 plus 45 is 1,125 degrees. So anyways, you can keep on going. So 45 degrees, 405 degrees, 765 degrees, 1,125 degrees, those are all coterminal angles. Now, we can keep on doing this, for as long as we want. Actually, we can keep on doing this forever. And so we'll talk about that soon. But instead of going in the positive direction, we could also go in the negative direction. So let's take a look at that. Let's say I have my circle here. So let me move this up. and here's my 45-degree angle. However, instead of going in the positive direction, we can start in the negative direction. So that would be 45 degrees minus 360 degrees, which is a negative 315 degrees. And then we could go all the way around, so let me draw this in here, and then all the way back here. So now it's getting a little hard to see in there, but you do one full rotation, then you go to the angle, just like we did before. So we could have 45 degrees minus 2 times 360 degrees, which is negative 675 degrees. So notice that all of these angles are coterminal angles. And again, we could keep on doing this for infinity. So the question might come up, what are the coterminal angles for theta? What are the coterminal angles for theta equals 45 degrees? Now in this case there's an infinite number of them, so we have to somehow indicate that infinite number, and what we'll do is we'll just say theta equals 45 degrees plus n times 360 degrees. And then over here n is an integer. So you put in 0, that would be the 45. You put in 1, that would give you the 405. You put in 2, that would give you your 765, and so forth. And then you put in negative 1, that would give you your negative 315, negative 2. Now you don't ever have to write this in as an integer, that's just understood, but for the first time I wrote it out. Now of course, if the question asks just come up with 2 coterminal angles, then usually you just add 360 and subtract 360 and there's your 2. So make sure you do read the question, whether it wants just the coterminal, which is this, or 2 or 3 coterminals, then you'd actually just get 2 or 3 of them.